Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. And off we go from Arizona. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
60. Stafford now on second down. There's a short one taken in by Bgdean. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard. Stafford now. This one intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
First down throw for Murray. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Murray now on second down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks. But right now, it's been a lot of double coverage. It's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative in freeing him up. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So, on fourth down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. This, a 44-yard attempt. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on first down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The rookie out of Ole Miss, Walter Nolan. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The motion man is Nakua. Now a second down throw for Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to be out about awfully close to that first down mark, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
Stafford on target to Puka, and the Rams have a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's 1st and 10.
180!
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That one caught by Adams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They put Adams in motion. Stafford to throw again. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Jordan Whittington. Touchdown Rams. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Greg Gort. Whoa! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First
play of the drive, and here's Benson. And the strength on display, rambling through tackles for a gain of 8 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Now a second down throw from Murray. This is intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. They put Adams in motion. They'll run. It's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. 250. Man in motion, heading left. Second down, it's Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only on a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Murray. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. It's second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Their own 30-yard line.
Like 54. Set. Lady. Like 7.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, here's Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Throw on third down, Stafford. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
And middle.
1 quarter in the books. The Rams out to the early lead. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. They've got it with second down and 13 in front of them.
Fifty. Hey! 250!
Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 6.
This is third and 6.
Ready! Monday! Yellow 80!
Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to take it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set! Like 7! Yellow 20!
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Here's a handoff to Williams. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 5.
32!
A shotgun snap to Stafford. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Cardinals will take over here just past the 30.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On first down, it's Murray. That's to the right side. Up by McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Murray. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Benson. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It's a pickup of 12. It's an Arizona first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
2-2.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 2nd down, Murray. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with it.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On play action, it's Stafford. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll go right and find his running back, and he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Hey, give me radar. Ready. Tell him 20.
Throwing again is Stafford. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. And even 30 yards.
Los Angeles.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
We go step. We're waiting. 50-50.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. To the air again, Stafford. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
Los Angeles.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Dortch now to return it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They'll be backed up now to start this drive.
At their own 9-yard line.
Pull up. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. That's caught downfield by Harrison. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Omar Spates. He gets in for the sack. It took a while. That is his 1st on the year.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow 20. 32.
The motion man is Nakua. Stafford now on 1st down. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Rams.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the 1st half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And we all like to see Tigo. So bring yourself over here, girl.
Biggest. 1, 2, 2.
Throwing now, Murray on first down. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey. Biggest.
On first and 10, Murray. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On third down, Murray. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick-6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 29-yard line.
Hey, this is what you get paid for.
Sit.
Slam.
2, 2.
On first down, Murray. Now right on the heels of the pick-6, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this rough outing, it just continues to get worse. It just seems like as the game gone on, Mike, it just continues to unravel. They just can't sustain any sort of offense turning the ball over at this rate.
That is brought in at the 10. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, The ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
First down, Stafford. Going right back to the cooler, complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
53, ready, move 15.
They'll try to run it with Williams. And he's got another one. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Forward. 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 2-2.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2-2.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, you're going to hold up here in pass position. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw puts up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Parkinson in motion. Stafford now to throw on 1st down. And that one incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Red 80.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on 2nd down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Set. Blue 60.
When the ref, go now.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On the return, it's Dortch. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
That's one.
First down throw for Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Working out of the gun, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First and 10.
13 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
You'll fire one deep for Harrison. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown number 9 for the year. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the fourth quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Ready. 250.
A first down throw for Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 37-yard line.
And now he loses the football. Inside the 30. His way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around it. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the fourth quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford working from the pistol. Right side, complete to Nakua. Still going. And he will get into the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Rams. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. And that's a big number. That is touchdown pass number 50 on the season. Just 5 shy of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for the most in one campaign. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Rams will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Dortch now to return it, and he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will take the field.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On first down, it's Murray. Flush to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender's right there with him. It brings up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Third and 2. Now Murray. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That's another Cardinals
Big
first
ace.
down. First and 10.
They go play action for Murray. Back to the right side. Up by McBride. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Hey, shit. One.
To throw again is Murray. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Robin coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
2-2. 2-2.
A give. Here's Benson. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
The 2-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Connor. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the bag at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From his own end zone, it's Stafford. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Set. 280.
They put Adams in motion. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This one grabbed by Nakua. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A pickup of 12 yards. First down, L.A. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
180. Hey, fly low.
They put Adams in motion. Throwing again is Stafford. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
2nd and 10.
We go set. 180.
They put Adams in motion. To the air again. Stafford. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Double right. Check. 250. Easy, alert. 21.
They put Adams in motion.
20.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. He's going to look deep for Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
On 1st and 10, Murray. That one is complete to McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
13 yards on the
6
play.
catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Murray. At left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
2-2. Hot.
Throwing again is Murray. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this off.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals cut into the lead a little bit.
24.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
40 guys. 40 guys. You're set. Snap.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get the victory away from home in the division. so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.